from the consultants from Northwestern regarding the use of force study they've been doing, and I just wanted to thank the department for that opportunity. It was an interesting presentation, and I've had time to look at the report. I appreciate that as well. I think it'll be helpful to us. Thank you.
Madam President, thank you. Last Thursday, I was privileged to attend one of the graduations from our Citizen Police Academies. This was for the LGBT community. As you know, these folks take about 9 weeks out of their lives, meaning one night a week for about 3 hours, and they learn our procedures, and they learn about the department, and they go back into their community, and they're a great source of communication between the department and ourselves. And this was, we have a number of these, and this was for the LGBT community, and it was Chief MacArthur's good efforts in working with this and connecting the graduation. It was a very good experience, and it was the first time I'd attended one, and it was a great learning experience.
Well, thank you. A report of the Chief of Police.
Thank you, Commissioner, and good morning. First, I just attended this morning the opening of the National Homeland Security Conference, which is being held here in Los Angeles. It's a multi-day conference of all the national security partners that is being held at the Bonaventure. Over 1,000 participants there at the opening ceremonies. Mayor spoke. It's an extremely important thing for the city of Los Angeles, and of course, given recent events across the nation, is made even more poignant by those events. So we'll be involved in that for the rest of the week. I also wanted to recognize Jerry Chaliff, who I think is here. Where's Jerry? There's Jerry. For his selection to receive the Shattuck Price Award. As the commissioners are all well aware, this is the LA County Bar's one of its highest honors, and Mr. Chaliff was chosen for his work in the process of reforming the Los Angeles Police Department, as well as his life's work. I also would be remiss if I didn't mention that the president of this commission, Andrea Orton, is a prior recipient, which I think proves the worth of the award. So, Jerry, try not to drag down the standards, please. That brings me to crime. I wanted to emphasize this week, this is week ending June 1st. We're almost halfway through the year. Significant decreases in all levels of Part 1 crime, as well as all of the 11 categories of gang crime. Probably the first time in my tenure as chief that we've hit the halfway point with this kind of reduction. Homicides are down 17.6%. Rapes are down 29.6%. Robberies down 12.4%. Aggravated assaults down 8.7%. Violent crime down in the aggregate 11.6%. All categories of property crime, all the 4 Part 1 categories of property crime, burglary theft from vehicle, vehicle theft, personal theft, other, all down. Total aggregate property crime reduction 6%. Gives us a total Part 1 crime reduction for the year of 7%. Gang crime is even more impressive. Gang homicides are down 34.8% as compared to last year, and total gang crime is down 20%. I just attended the Major City Chiefs Conference in Texas with the top 60 cities in the U.S. and all their chiefs, and many large cities are seeing the reductions in crime, although not similar to this year. So hopefully the entire country's on a better track than it was last year. Personnel statistics: sworn personnel on payroll, 9,933, and 55 recruits in the academy not on payroll, so that makes 9,988 total sworn. We should be hiring a new class before the end of the fiscal year, bringing us over 10,000 by the close of the fiscal year. Reserve officers: 269 level 1s, 21 level 2s, 128 level 3s, 372 specialist volunteers, 34 chaplains. We have 509 current civilian vacancies, and we are deployed at 2,838 civilian personnel. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. And I wish to add my personal congratulations to Jerry Chaliff. It was, in terms of the honor, they did make a point of a lifetime of working on issues of police reform and the importance of that. And so I'm very glad that the bar also recognizes that type of public service as well. Report of the Executive Director.
Morning, Madam President, members of the Commission. No report today.
A report of the Inspector General.
Thank you, Madam President. Just wanted to let the Commission know of another community meeting that the Office of Inspector General had organized. It was with, I think we'd mentioned previously, the USC Black Alumni Association. And it was specifically involving the USC party incident. That meeting took place on May 24th, and we met with several representatives from that association. And there were several distinguished guests. We had senior staff members from Congresswoman Karen Bass's office. Councilwoman Jan Perry showed up for a brief time. We had the president and CEO of the Tom Bradley Foundation, representative from the Urban League, and several other distinguished guests. And there was a rather robust and frank discussion about the IG's role, and the members of this distinguished association offered to assist us in our outreach and getting out to the African American community and informing them of the process of oversight that's conducted by the Commission and also by its arm, the Inspector General's office. Also wanted to let the Commission know of a new thing that the Inspector General's office is going to be doing going forward. In all these community meetings that we have attended, we've been compiling contact lists of stakeholders in the community, whether they be grassroots or more of a state or national organization. And what we're endeavoring to do is, whenever we have a public report, we will be doing an email blast to all these individuals of our public reports so people don't have to hunt for them. They'll have that immediately, and if they care to look at it and become informed on the issues, they'll have it at their fingertips. And as our contact list gets bigger and as we develop more contacts, hopefully our reach will become a little more significant. Thank you. That concludes my report.
I think that's an excellent suggestion, and I hope it works. We now go to number 5, which is the information filed items, in which we have the noise variance permits on file for the period ending May 31. Also for information only, the special event permits on file, which are listed in more detail in the agenda. Are there any presentations today?
No, Madam President.
Now on the consent agenda, is there a motion?
Madam President, I move approval of the consent agenda item 7A.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Now moving to the regular agenda items. Is there any motion to move any of these matters?
I move approval of items 8A through E.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved. It's now public comment period.
No public comment cards, ma'am.
Thank you. And now we will recess to close session for 3 items which are listed in the agenda.
It's a land speed
Jerry Chaliff.
The Board of Police Commissioners will now recess into closed session to discuss items number 10A1, 2, and 3 in accordance with various government codes.
I would have.
No, she's looking at me.
Right. It's a settlement of a lawsuit.
You going up?
Let me check, because I have no problem. Where's Carlos over at the Fire Commission?
In closed session, item 10A1 was continued. Item 10A2 The chief's recommendations were adopted. Item 10A3 was discussed, and the chief's recommendations were adopted. Madam President, is there a motion for adjournment?
I move we adjourn.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Adjourned.
Hi, I'm Christy Odom in Los Feliz. You're watching LA City View, Channel 35. Our city, our channel. Would you like a mustache with that?
Fast-moving items, which are invariably all compliant because they move.
And how does that affect air quality in the basin? I spent 50 years of my life with a heavyweight champion of the world. Everywhere he went, everybody knew him. Everybody wanted to touch him and talk to him. While the President of the United States or the President of Russia was trying to get his attention, he was picking up a baby or a young person and touching them and talking to them and empathizing with them. That's what made him a great champion. Environmental justice is the same exact thing. You have to take care